ahead of this. You don't know the half of it. I got dreams of looking up, high as I can get, but nothing feels like how it feels to know these things I don't know yet. The weight of everything, and everything's just fate. Sometimes I'm trapped inside and I don't know what I'm gonna do. But to take on the world is the only thing that we know how to do. I've got dreams of finding out what all of this is for. It's you and me, and everywhere we go it leads to an open door. We made our mistakes, the good and bad days, but nothing really breaks if I got you. Look at the sky when you go outside, and know there is nothing to keep me back from you. I got dreams of finding out what all of this is for. It's you and me, and know there is nothing, and everywhere we go we're leading to an open door. Keep me back, keep me back, keep me back.
Hello everybody, I hope you all have a wonderful afternoon. We did do some last 5 minutes changes in the casting lineup because as you can see over there we have a guest caster. Some of you might have heard his name once or twice. It's iCamper, basically the manager of the team. How are you doing today?
Hello. Yes, how am I doing today? I'm very hyped for the split. We are already a little bit late on our first match day. It was originally scheduled for last Sunday, and yeah, due to some time management issues, we came to the conclusion with the enemy team that we had to start a little bit later. And yeah, that's our first game today. And yeah, I'm very hyped to see our guys play the game and hopefully get there 2-0.
Exactly. Yeah, we already saw the 1-1 meme in the chat. I don't know what to think about the 1-1 meme because, you know, I would like to go 2-0 today. Do you have any insight on Human Apex Predator? Any names there or any review you did with the guys?
I myself I'm trying to hold back a little bit more. Like, these guys know the game better than I do, from my perspective at least. And that's why I stepped back a little bit. I'm offering like every now and then a few words of like consideration of this and that maybe, just to keep some thoughts in minds. But other than that, I'm not doing much anymore because it doesn't make sense. They just know the game better than I do.
Okay, so I also currently have the Group 3.2 or Division 3.2 or whatever you want to call it on the screen. So let's go through this real quick. We have a one-man army Prime Academy. They are already on a 3-1 score, so you know they are having a good start. And then most other teams have only played the first match day. So we have MT1 Vision, Team 300, Kanji Kuro, Pandaric of course, Human Apex Predator, Beak X Echo, and Neko Elite. Maybe, you know, a team name there that interests you or that you have some stories for?
I mean, we have played a one-man army before. I'm not sure if this exact team of them. We have played Be Charitable last split. With Nico Elite, we also have some sort of experience already, but the rest of them are kinda new faces to us. And yeah, Be Charitable was the only team last split that has won against us 2-0. But yeah, like, they managed to get 4th place. And yeah, the rest of the games were like, or matches were like 1-1. So hopefully we can shift the trend for this split starting today.
Exactly. And then talking about starting today, I have looked at the OPGG a little bit and I was like, oh well, we have a Zed main basically, or at least in solo queue that seems to be his favorite champion. In this first draft, we will sadly not see it. Do you think we would actually play that in a team environment?
I think there is a possibility, although like we have focus on other champions, it's definitely not a champion we wouldn't consider to play. Yeah, I can't say much more. These guys are pretty flexible, like they can play much different playstyles or many different playstyles, and therefore it is an option, but if it's picked, it's depending on what the enemies pick in the end, at the end of the day.
Exactly. So, I'm seeing interesting champions here. Jarvan banned, then picking the Oriana ourselves. Now the Rek'Sai locked in, and on the other side we have a Baus special or. No, wait, at this point, we have the... Wait, who was it? Toba. Toba is even in chat, hello. Yeah, Toba, best sign player in Division 3.1, by the way. Or best player in the world. We have a Seraphine, we have the Vayne! Oh my god, this is already super crazy and I'm loving it.
Spicy!
Exactly. So where will the Vayne be this time? Mid lane, top lane, bot lane, you know?
Jungle? Who knows? We will see.
Oh, makes me... But wait, where have we seen it last split? We have seen it mid lane, right? Have we seen it top lane as well?
No. We haven't seen it top
haven't
lane.
seen it top lane.
We have mostly seen it on bot lane played, but yeah.
Oh, God damn it. I mean, into
There has
Sion,
been the
though,
thing-
you know? Into Sion? Yummy.
Into Cyan, it looks delicious. I'll give you that.
Oh, man. Okay. Now, Rel and Leona will be taken out. I see a certain pattern there talking about the support position. What else? Nautilus, maybe? And Alistar? And then we have all the tanks banned, or... But yeah, first of all...
Seems like it's going into that direction.
Yeah, where is everybody even going? Do you think right now Seraphine is a mid laner? Is it a bot laner? Is Morgana a jungler right now? You know, it's not the old days anymore.
From what I would guess so far is that Morgana will go jungle and Seraphine will go ADC, basically. That's what I'm assuming here so far. Because, like, Seraphine, yes, of course, she is declared as a main supporter, but she is kinda... not wanting to say weak on that role, but there are better options in my opinion. So you kind of want to use her as a lane neutralizer, in my opinion, and I think with that being said, she will be going onto the ADC position. Because for mid lane as well, I think she doesn't provide early game enough control on the lane itself.
Yeah, that makes sense. Also the Morgana jungle angle. I remember the times when Morgana had an absolute bonkers clear and could invade you at level 4 while you were still level 3. I hope it's a little bit better. But I also see, you know, Black Shield against Rek'Sai. It's a really good tool. And then also against Vayne with her Condemn. Really good tool as well. So... yeah, why not? But at the same time, look at it. We banned out all the all the tanky supports. But nope, Nautilus is still there. So in your book, there is a Seraphine Nautilus bot lane. And we basically have Morgana, in theory, as flexible mid lane pick. But most likely it should be the R5.
What I would love to see here right now would be Milio, I think. Because, like, it is brilliant against Morgana. It is brilliant against Seraphine. I think that will be very, very nice. I mean, Braum works as well, blocking the Seraphine and, yeah, blocking the hard engage of the enemy team. Cyan can't, like, freely go in. I think both kind of do the same, while I still would prefer Milio in the combination with Vayne, at least.
To be fair, you have almost no front line if you go for the Milio. So okay, and if the Xin Zhao gets locked in, then what I said can just be thrown out the window. Okay, I just wanted to say that keeps the possibility open to pick some maybe squishier champions elsewhere. But no, we have Vayne with 3 frontliners basically. Now, the good old question, what do you want to pick into the Cyan? Is it the Xin Zhao? Is it the Rek'Sai? Is it... okay, as always, I'm getting a little bit too overhyped, but how dope would, like, Xin Zhao Braum on bot lane be? How toxic would that be? And you just jump on Seraphine non-stop. A man can dream, right?
Oh, it's Seraphine mid lane, by the way.
Oh, okay.
It is indeed Seraphine mid lane. I did not see that coming. Absolutely not.
Neither did Rek'Sai. Get it?
Yeah.
Nope.
Seraphine mid lane in my books was very, very, very unlikely because of sad issues. Like, yes, you have some wave here, but it has been nerfed over the time, multiple times at that. And yeah, I kind of see Orianna getting the lane pressure, like short term, maybe not, but long term, definitely. And maybe we will even start seeing that already during the first Drake fight. That might happen, because Seraphine has kinda high mana costs, if I remember correctly.
Yeah, oh man, it's such an interesting matchup out of nowhere. So many picks that I didn't expect. Like, I was also 99% sure that it will be Seraphine bot lane, but nope, it's Seraphine mid lane. You called out the Morgana jungle. I still think in certain matchups it is a really good bot lane pick, but nope, it will be a jungler. And I also talked about, hey, Morgana pretty decent into the Rek'Sai, it's going to be Xin Zhao, jungle, and Rek'Sai on top lane. Any specific thoughts on that matchup?
Yeah, like Rek'Sai top lane. I mean, our guys have practiced a lot of things, a lot of different things, and yeah, it is a viable option. And yeah, Xin Zhao jungle, I do like that a lot because it can generate a lot of tempo in the game, and you kind of want that to match the early game Morgana tempo, right? Like her AoE clear is pretty decent, and yeah, you also talked about Morgana bot lane. The thing about Morgana bot lane is there is an issue with that pick, or like an issue that we like to call out on multiple champions within this team, and that is your champion is very much reduced to one button in the early game. And that is her Q, basically. If you don't hit your Q, you have much less value than if you hit the Q. So it's kind of the same thing with Thresh. Like, if you hit your hook, you are a god. If you don't hit your hook, you are a miss. And the same thing, kind of in our books at least, goes to is the same for Morgana. And if she doesn't hit her Qs, that champion kind of goes into the dumpster. And therefore, yeah, on bot lane, where you constantly have these 2v2s and maybe even 3v3s, if you then don't hit your Qs, it feels terrible.
I mean, same in the jungle though, right? If you want to gank and you miss your Q, it's kinda meh. It's probably not a good gank.
But you might have a setup from a Nautilus in this case.
Yeah, definitely. I mean, also, if you're in the jungle, you should always have the flank angle, and then you can just walk up to the enemy, and you can basically just wait and walk with him, right? And kind of force him to use his gap closer, to use his flash maybe even. So, yeah, and of course her clear speed. I mean, I don't know if it's still like batshit crazy, but yeah, I still think it's super good. It's probably not Zyra levels of good, but you know, every AP champion, like for example, also Syndra has an insane clear speed for no apparent reason, just because, right? So whenever I see a mage, I'm thinking her clear speed has to be good, and that will be a factor, you know, with the lifesteal and with the W spam, you could basically, I don't know, get an early dragon or get a tempo advantage with invades and stuff like that, but you cannot underestimate Xin Zhao, right? Because with Rek'Sai cannot stick against Black Shield, but I do think Xin Zhao can if you face check him or something.
Yeah. It's the same with Leona E, for example. Like, if you hit Leona E on a Black Shield target, it will still go through, and you will still lock onto the target.
Exactly. But you know, we have to talk about scaling and range a little bit here, because while I'm not sure, honestly. It's great to have you here right now, because, you know, on one team I see Vayne, I see Orianna, and of course those are scaling goddesses. But at the same time, I think Rek'Sai and Xin Zhao do fall off a little bit. Now, if we compare it to the front line that is Sion, and if we compare it to the Black Shield utility and the Seraphine late game as well. But then we also have Xayah, right? I think the team fights, even in later games, will be mostly decided on positioning and skill, right? And not just scaling.
It won't be only scaling, but what we can definitely say is we have the Vayne, they have the Sion, they have the Nautilus. If that Vayne is able to do some stuff, and Braum will be able, I think, to enable her in that sense by blocking maybe the Sion engage, the Seraphine or the Nautilus engage. If that Vayne starts to do her things, then this will get very, very dangerous.
Exactly. But you need to get in range. That's the thing.
Yeah, but also you have the Xin Zhao and you have the Orianna backing it. Like that, Xayah will have to use her ultimate basically every single fight to just survive that initial engage, in my opinion. And you also have the Rek'Sai that just can go into the tunnel and run it down, in my books. And we are seeing some very interesting things. We see Xayah top lane.
Hold up a second. You know, I, for myself, only joined the game just now, so
what the fuck?
Yeah, I will make sure to, you know, catch up with 2x speed. But guys, before we do any of that, it is game number 1, the first game in the split in the fall season 25-26. It is Human Apex Predator versus Pandaric, a new fresh lineup, and I am super hyped. I am joined here by iCamper, the manager of this team of Pandaric. You're doing a wonderful job as always, and yeah, now I can finally see the lane assignment as well. I can even toggle the names for you guys, but yeah, what are we looking at here with the Saya top lane?
I don't know. I mean, it kind of makes sense because I feel like Braum Vayne has early game much more value on bot lane. But, oh, what do we see here on top lane? Oh, first blood even here for Xayah, and that's a difficult one.
Oh, that's a difficult one
don't
indeed.
want that to happen.
I'm still catching up. It's crazy how big of a... yeah, how big of a disconnect we have there, but
yeah, like I need to shut up for a bit and wait until you have catched up.
But yeah, I mean, it's something that has to be expected, sadly. Wait, do I put Xayah in the top lane thing now? Oh, mid lane is also looking super dangerous. We get a kill there on third Laren. Let's go. It is Braum from 2x KO actually, you know, the one that really hurts, and teleport getting used by Sign in the mid lane. Bot lane, we get the flash, and yeah, everything on 2x speed right now, you know, because it's Urf, actually. It's actually Urf.
Yeah, it's actually Urf. Okay.
Well, and now we have a disconnect. What?
Now we have a disconnect, brilliant.
What is going on?
Funnily enough, now you are ahead of me.
Wait, what?
I don't know how, I don't know, I don't know why, but it is what it is. We will manage somehow.
You just have to press plus a few times, or press U and you know, be on double speed, and then we should be synced up at one point. But
yeah, I mean, I did that in at the very start of the game, but yeah, like.
Anyways, what is happening this game now? Vayne and Braum are walking towards top lane, while Rek'Sai is going bot lane, and Rek'Sai is supposed to be a jungler, by the way, but is now on the bot lane position because Xayah was on top lane in the level 1 fight, and what is even happening? My brain hurts.
Yeah, the thing is, Xayah has now gotten an interesting thing, and that is extra XP. Who kind of skipped a little bit of early game. That they've chosen a very flexible draft, I would say, in that regard. Xayah on mid lane is the most interesting thing, in my opinion, in this game now, because I would have not guessed it to be mid lane. Of course, it can be played there against mages as well. Like, it is a very decent pick, but I would have absolutely assumed it to be top lane against the Rek'Sai. Yeah, but Xayah being top lane currently is kind of completely out of my books.
You know, I would have thought we may get Vayne top lane, but not the other way around. That's the crazy
absolutely.
thing. I can see Vayne going top lane sometimes, but as you said, together with the Braum, the early game is not half bad, so it would have made sense to have it in the bot lane matchup. But I mean, yeah. we did say that Seraphine will be on bot lane, and we were right all along, right? So.
Yeah, absolutely.
Oh my god, it's so stupid. But at the same time, I don't know, how can Riot fix this? Maybe make the map bigger. Maybe nerf movement speed in the early game or something while walking on lanes, but...
Yeah.
I mean, the lane swaps are getting kinda silly in my opinion, but at the same time, as long as it is an option, might as well use it to your advantage, right?
Yeah, exactly. The client said the jungler has reconnected but already left again.
Okay, what do we have from behind the scenes here? First of all, it was so funny. I read jungle DC in the chat, and then I was like, no, but it's Morgana, it's support, or oh, never mind. Yeah, it's Morgana jungle, true. And okay, I have to quote this. Then our Braum third Laren said, "How we looking?" And the opponent Science said, "With your eyes, bro." So Yeah, that
Yeah.
means we will be back in the game, and I am currently on lifetime as well, by the way. So
Yeah, me too. So we should be synced now.
exactly. Level 2 Nautilus after 4 minutes. That is also something that I haven't seen in a while, but here we are. Third Laron level 2 as well, just because of those early game shenanigans.
Yeah, interesting. And Xayah has gotten a nice lead from that, obviously. Like, she has her level 4 already. Maybe I can have a look at how far she... Oh, she's almost level 5 already, while Senny is barely scratching level 4. So, yeah, Xayah, definitely a big advantage here.
But is it still as good as if you have Braum and Vayne in top lane against you? Really depends on the wave, right? So my auto cam doesn't want to look at it, but I will just manually go top because, hey, Xin Zhao is also there, so the action will be there. Nobody is there to help flash forward from our Braum. Teleport coming now, but it will be too slow. Range of flashing out. Last auto attack from Zanny to secure the kill. And that's a ton of resources spent with the teleport, with Sion moving up, but I think we just walk out of it. That's genius play.
Yeah, that's brilliant. You have gotten the advantage back from the Xayah right here. Of course, there's still like the slight XP disadvantage you're still facing, but you've gotten the return kill. Xayah has blown her summoners as well, so she is now also vulnerable on the side lane. And yeah, that's also a thing. You are an ADC. You are vulnerable on the side lane. Rek'Sai now level 5 as well. Xin Zhao pathing towards bot lane, so that might be the next target again.
Yo, I was so hyped for Senny to just keep on chasing there, but he respects that he is not level 6 yet. Guys, keep in mind, Vayne level 6, you know, you're like, oh, Vayne is, you know, she needs 2 items and she's not that strong early game, but... Oh man, her level 6 is disgusting. She basically gets a free best friend sword right in her inventory. Now meanwhile in mid lane, Sion deals a ton of damage using the sombrero there to stop the decimating smash, but it will not be enough. We get another solo bolo on a solo lane, and this time Sion will go 1-1 in this game.
Yeah.
What happened there?
How close is... What happened there? I mean, Sion is running towards you, and if you don't have flash, it's kind of hard to dodge, I would say, with his movement speed, if it's lined up properly.
Oh, that happened, I see. So Sion happens. Good pick, I heard. But, yeah, anyways, my eyes are kind of glued onto the Vayne at this point, because once they reach level 6, oh man, I want to see them run the... Oh, hold up, Ignite getting used here. Heal, flashes forward, con them into the wall, one more tumble, and this is the third kill. Pandaric will claim defeat, and they will claim a kill traded against the dragon. I think we take those.
We definitely take those. It's again a kill on the Vayne. We want the Vayne to get into the game. If that Vayne hits her 2-3 items, Vayne will be a monster, and yeah, it's definitely an asset we can count on. Especially like when facing Sion against you and Nautilus, like they will melt down later on.
Yeah, that is really important, right? And at the same time, I mean, Morgana and... Okay, so on paper, Morgana, Seraphine, and Xayah, they have a little bit of self-peel, right? On paper. But the thing is, they do not really have a dash, you know? They don't have an, I don't know, arcane shift or something. So once Vayne is in range, yes, you can try to slow her or to root her, but it's still Vayne, right? It's really hard to catch her with your skill shots. So, yeah, I still think, and with triple frontline as well, if you have Braum peeling the Vayne and then Rek'Sai and Xin Zhao in your face, I see a lot of potential there for the Vayne to just completely take over.
Yeah. We can nicely see Rek'Sai's regeneration passive here in use. Healing up very nicely again.
Remember when you needed sustain in the jungle? I remember.
Oh yeah. That used to be a thing.
Where it wasn't just built in And yeah, I don't know, man. Turtlaren and Hirgifallen, they are basically playing chess at this point. Because they have to really think hard. Where is everybody even? This constant lane swapping. Remember when we had Cyan mid? And well, now it's our ADC against the enemy ADC slash mid laner. While our mid laner is facing the enemy top laner. Like, what is this?
Yeah, it's very difficult to play. Like, Cyan will have the upper hand long term against Orianna as well. He is getting a lot of resources.
Yeah. Oh, hold up.
Facing an issue here, but the flash, not enough, unfortunately. The Morgana ult keeps connected, and therefore you can collect the kill.
Exactly. That was such a close one. Maybe you could have angled the flash a tiny bit differently or something, but yeah. Overall, really, really hard. At the same time, it's free players from Human Apex Predator in the bot lane. Can we maybe answer somehow? Well, we do see Ranger in bot lane. We see Senny in top lane this time, but in theory, Fields of Verdom should just be able to flash away and then ult away. Maybe the last hit. No, it's not going to be enough. And that's a bummer. I would have really liked for Senny to get another one.
Very close, but Cyan used his flash, used his ult. He is now a bit on a slower pace again, and he's now facing the Vayne on top lane, which definitely is not optimal for him, unless Senny is looking for a recall now.
The thing is, we did get the free grobbies, by the way. I think we haven't mentioned that yet. So the next objective will be the dragon in almost only a minute. Oh man. Look, even through the wave, you're just chasing Fields of Verdom down. Can we get the kill? We're not looking for it, nope. I think would have been one auto attack too much. But yeah, 1 minute.
Not looking for the kill, but yeah, like Cyan just came back to lane, and he needs to recall just again, basically, because he ate a lot of damage, and yeah, he is going to stay as it seems, but yeah, it is tough.
It is tough indeed.
And he might be collected now by Xin Zhao and Orianna, as it seems. Like, he doesn't have any resources.
Oh, beautiful. Just use the minion to deliver yourself onto the enemy top laner. And now probably want to give the kill over to Sinstinct. Hell yeah, that is the good stuff. First kill for Orianna in this game. And now if we recall quickly, maybe we can still be there in time for the dragon, or, you know, not even recall, just run up there. Okay, Braum getting caught there, but at the same time, it is a Braum. He will tank a lot. And even though only basic CDs were spent, I think that's a-okay. Now Orianna is moving. Soap taking a ton of damage. Those top lane versus ADC matchups are always a bit weird to watch.
Yeah, they definitely are. It's tough. It's tough for Rek'Sai. I think they have to drop the second Drake as well, as it seems, because they are not yet on their item power spikes. Vayne just finished her Blade of the Ruined King. Saya has finished Yomtal's and has her boots finished. Orianna, though, has her Ludens finished now. But yeah, the Cyan currently is definitely very, very strong. He's gotten a lot of platings as well. And yeah, Rek'Sai has a hard time as of right now.
But yeah, looking at items in general, basically we are super, super even in every lane except for top lane, as you said. Soap getting bullied a little bit, and I think it's not even player difference or anything, but those weird swaps in the early game. Now talking about the swaps, yeah, Verdun just used the unstoppable onslaught to get to top lane, so he will be, in German we tend to say, a found food, right? So that's exactly what happened there. And at least Soap got away, you know, that's the important difference. Like, yeah, sure, the turret will fall on bot lane, but now we get a ton of platings onto Vayne as well, and Soap survived, so that's good.
Yeah. And, like, Saya now just hit level 10. Vayne also has caught up on the XP part. She is midway through level 9 as well. So, yeah, we are catching up on that regard as well. So, it's not looking bad for us, I would say. It's very even in my books. And yeah, the next interesting thing happening will be, I think, the next Drake. And we will then start seeing stuff happening.
Oh god, hingefallen is what I will call him now if he dies. Nope, he will not fall though. Zenny getting exhausted, dropping low, no mana for any tumbles. Oh, we can see maybe a kill there. Yes, we will Ranger on the Xin Zhao, showing us why this champion is a menace. Flashing forward with Wind Becomes Lightning, will not get the kill. Meanwhile, in mid lane, there's a lot of action too. We just saw the command shockwave not connecting onto Kao Ruko. And Jesus Christ, suddenly the game is exploding left and right.
Yeah, that was definitely a close fight. If Sunny would have had a little bit of more of mana, that fight could have maybe been a little bit different. But yeah, it's definitely a close one.
Getting used.
We need to be careful there, but there will be the return kill on the Xayah.
We got it, no problem. And I think we take those every time we can. Dropping the support for a kill on our main carry or secondary carry, whatever you want to call it. I mean, Orianna is important as well. If she hits next item plus Rabadons, then damn, she will hurt so much as well with her burst. And then, of course, Vayne is there to basically have to sustain damage after it, right? And still...
Yes, absolutely.
I still, honestly, I think Ranger is a bit of a safety net here, right? He can probably, you know, be a damage source as well if needed.
He can, absolutely. He can be annoying, he can be threatening, but yeah, he can also be the damage asset you might need. We are able to collect the Herald right here now as well, which is nice.
Oh, that is clean. We will have a fight breaking out those instincts. Dropping low, but not low enough. No, a backup. And Sunny picking another kill. I mean, at that point, Hingefallen is not worth too much. Dropping more beautiful shockwave! And that will seal the deal. Instinct will die, but we will remember him for that beautiful press of an R button. Wow, triple kill as well now for Sunny. And that was so important.
That was a very, very big one. Triple kill here onto the Vayne, and that is absolutely what you would want here. And we are rushing instantly through to the second tower, getting the charge onto that one. Maybe possibly even getting that tower as well. And that's a nice, good income that you get right here.
Oh, look at it. So good. Now we are drifting a little bit into safety with the Herald to a backport.
And Sunny now instantly on his Rage Blade, plus another recurve bow. And that is a lot of DPS that she gained just now.
Yeah, Vayne is exploding right now in damage. As long as the pick isn't exploding in our hands, aka dying. Because it is a 550 gold shutdown. So whoever is the lucky one to get a kill there will be rewarded with basically 3 times the value of a normal kill. Thing is, it's Vayne, right? After 3 items, you can go for a defensive item and it doesn't really hurt your damage too much. So I'm wondering, maybe we will see that side of the Vayne pick as well.
Yeah. I think what we are looking at now is we will... Oh, what will we have here?
No fight. Okay, you can keep on talking. All good. They're chilling.
They're chilling, they're chilling. Yeah. What we are looking at now is probably a Terminus. I could imagine.
Most likely. Okay, hold on. Now. This time, though, Ranger, he will survive for a longest time. Oh, look at Zenny. Look at the ADCs here. Getting a kill, killing the zombie as far as possible. Just condemning it into the wall so it doesn't really bother us too much. Yeah, you have to respect the zombified version here from Fields of Verdun. But still, that means finally we will get the dragon. And that is important. No soul point for a human Apex Predator.
And that also means we get the feats of strength with this dragon.
Oh yeah, true. That is also... That hasn't dropped quite yet, but now it will be. True. That's important. Or Ranger. I just talked about how you can stick even against the Black Shield, and well, that's exactly what I meant, right? Xin Zhao with the extra movement speed. Whew, really dangerous, and that's the thing with a mage jungler. If you fall behind, I mean, it's only a level 10 Morgana. That hurts.
Against level 12, and that's a lot. That's a lot.
So yeah, what would you say? What is the angle for us? Like, okay, that sounds like I'm jinxing it, but what do we have to not have happen? Or, you know, what does human Apex Predator have to do now to get a win out of this game? Because I feel like there are only a few sequences left, right?
Yeah, like I've mentioned it previously, right? Like the issue that I saw with Morgana on the bot lane, like we see it appearing now already. Like you are, as of right now, reduced to one button, except you have Flash and except you have Zhonya's. Because if you don't have both of these tools ready, what are you gonna do if you don't hit your Q?
Well, you black shield somebody.
Yeah, yeah, but if that's about it, then it's a little bit tough in my books.
I mean, I think Black Shield is an amazing spell, not gonna lie.
Absolutely.
But,
absolutely agree.
Yeah, it's a bit of a two-trick pony, right? Like, literally, you have two spells that are high impact, your W, nobody really cares about it, right? What is the damage on it, right? It's like, for 5 sequence... You
deals a lot of damage.
It deals, yeah, it deals a lot, yeah, but at the same time, every champion deals some damage, right?
Yeah, but like she also applies her.
Oh
nice
my
Messiah right there.
Oh, Soap, yeah, he didn't see the Cyan coming. We'll try to sack the Fury to just heal up again with the passive, and now. At this time, we see the question mark ping onto the objective called Attackon, and Sani is thinking about starting it, will not do so though.
Yeah, I think they first want to look for a pick, and that they might just get that pick right here!
Oh, can we get the
kill?
kill? Flashing over it. Yep, Sprinter will die, and now Sani can just auto-attack, and one more for a good measure. Meanwhile, the wet pool noodle fight in the bot lane, yeah, that is happening as well. But oh my god, beautiful shockwave! That was still up, getting the kill. And Kaoruko can only watch. Zinstinct will not even die to the turret. And that means we will get a ton of stuff. We basically have an all-you-can-eat buffet right now. Don't die, Zinstinct, please. Don't die, but okay, yeah. We decide to take the neutral objective from the all-you-can-eat buffet. And that will be slain right now. Formbound Attackon is done, and now we will have a clean reset.
Attackon was very, very huge here. We have 38 petals now, and yeah, that translates to an extra of 1050 XP and a total of 32 adaptive force. And that's something you absolutely want to have. Like this Ariana, if she now hits her Rabadons, will definitely hurt even more, and she is on her way buying that.
Exactly. I talked about the free item power spike, and yeah, 1 out of 2 needlessly large rods are bought, and then only the combination costs of a few teeny tiny 100 golds. Oh Lord, exhaust getting used there, very getting used, and oh, Zinjao the hero jumping in to save your ADC, even though the exhaust was used. So that feels like a major L at this point for RuneScape Enjoyer. Even though I love his name, I cannot love that this was his 5th death already in this game.
And Rek'Sai finding his balance here in the game. Like, he is finding his role currently as well. Not being in the fights per se as much, but he is building side lane pressure. He is good at keeping Cyan at bay, since he can just heal up so much again, and Cyan can't really find the angle to out-tank him. Because, yeah, Rek'Sai just heals back up all the time.
Yeah, exactly. That is the good stuff, honestly. I love how we're playing this draft, you know, I wouldn't go into the game and say our draft is superior or anything. I see a lot of angles for the HAP draft as well. But currently, the way we play it, It's just looking so good. We're looking for another engage right now. Can we find it? RuneScape Enjoyer with the Feather Storm. Turtle Aaron a bit out of position. Redemption will heal a little bit. Zenny, we are just outnumbered currently. Can we still do it? Rek'Sai coming in there. Ranger, I talked about it. He has to dish out some damage right now. Sinstinct as well, of course, will find some damage. Will find enough. We don't even need Zenny. All we need is to B5 assemble the squad and get the ace minus Kaoruko, and now once more it is the all-you-can-eat buffet. We can push down mid, or we can go for dragon, or we might as well just take both at the same time.
Yeah, like the issue that we've just seen right now is like you didn't get Zenny, and that was the issue. Like you've put in all the resources to get him. You put in the Seraphine ult, you put in the Scion who goes into the front. You had the Nautilus ult on Zenny, and he still survived, and you can't have that happen at all. And I do see a missing carry on mid lane in that regard, who could have finished the job on the AD carry right there and then.
That is true. It is a lot of setup, right? And still, I wouldn't blame the picks per se, though. I'm not sure. I still think it's not a draft difference. Like, imagine Zaya having 3 items like Zenny, then it would have been a different story. Or imagine, you know, Sprinter maybe having an extra 1,000 gold for an alternator, or for, you know, whatever he's going next, needlessly outrod. But yeah, at this point...
Yeah, of course. But, like, they initiated the fight.
Yeah,
they saw their own advantage, and they outnumbered us even in the early stages of the fights. We were rather split up, and yet they still couldn't find this kill on Zenny, and that, in my books, speaks bounds on how this game might progress.
Yeah, 100%. I mean, as always, we have to mention, hey, you have to go for something in the, you know, rather grim stages of the game. You know, better to still try something instead of getting outscaled. Now, talking about trying something, Fields of Verdom can, of course, always get out if he wants to, but nope, he decides to go in because Seraphine is also showing up now, even if we die. And yes, Instinct, it will probably happen. The shutdown will be given over to Sprinter. On the other side of the map, we did get the Nasher, so is it a victory? Maybe a small one, but, you know, it was also a pretty pricey one.
Yeah, a pricey victory indeed. Yeah, and Sinstinct managed to clear the way from bot side in time. Like, with his dying breath, he managed to take the last minion, so they couldn't get onto the tower in return. That might have made it work if they get onto the tower, but yeah, they couldn't find it.
Exactly. Now the Tiefenladung is hitting Ranger, but you have to watch out if you want to 1v5 Ranger here, because he has a Crescent Guard himself. He will go in, he will be charmed. Maybe he can take someone with him in a 1 versus 5. It's crazy that I even say that, and yet Sprinter is almost dead. Now, I am a little bit worried because, yeah, the 700 gold shutdown, yeah, that hurts a little bit. You really don't want that to happen, but at the same time, we did get a bot lane turret, and we are slowly but surely opening the gates. That is what we're doing right now. So in 2 minutes, we have another dragon, and then it's soul point for either team. And at the same time, in 4 minutes, we have the next objective. So I think until then, we will have a little bit of a slower pace.
Yeah, I do think so as well. Baron buff should run out in the next few seconds as well. Oh no, never mind. It's barely half over, so we do have that for ourselves for a little bit more time. 1 minute, I would say. And yeah, until then, I would assume we will generate some more pressure and maybe translate that into the next dragon. Although I don't think we will see the we will not see the soul dropping in this game. I think the game will end on the next Baron for either team.
That could be a real possibility here. Yeah, 100% agree with you here. I mean, it could be a safety net for both teams. I think if... I'm not sure. I think if Human Apex Predator somehow can crawl back into the game and get a real chance, then maybe they will wait for the soul, right? Because on champions like Scion or you know, everybody with shields, which is everybody in this game. Oh, hold that thought, though. Turtlaren jumping out of there onto Ranger. Beautiful performance. Beautiful shockwave as well, forcing the Feather Storm. Ranger not hitting, Wind becomes Lightning. But meanwhile, on top lane, Rek'Sai is on tunnel digging duty. He is literally digging the Gotthard tunnel at this pace. Jesus Christ, man. And I thought...
Yeah, Rex.
Yeah, sorry.
Rek'Sai has a lot of pushing power.
Especially with the Titanic, right? It's crazy.
Absolutely.
Yeah, I wanted to say that if you show me Rek'Sai top lane, I wouldn't think that this is the classic split push champion, you know? It's not a Trindle, it's not a Nasus, it's not, you know? It's not that stuff, it's not a Camille that just jumps away turrets, it's not a Trundle, but apparently Rek'Sai is pretty good at chomping away turrets as well, you know? Maybe Rek'Sai and Trundle are brothers in, brother and sister in a parallel universe or something.
Yeah, absolutely. Yeah, and this Drakes, I love these Drakes. I love the Chemtech Drakes, actually. Like, they provide tenacity. And since Riot Games has, like, removed a little bit of tenacity out of the game in form of tenacity runes we used to have, I think this Drake has become more valuable.
Oh yeah, definitely. Definitely. That's a good take. Oh,
yeah,
also,
many players dislike the Drake, but I think just because of the tenacity, if we look at Vayne, yes, she has mercs, but she sits on... No, she doesn't even have mercs, and she has 34% tenacity, 20% from tenacity, and yeah, another 14 from the Drakes, and that's kind of good.
I mean, there's the Quicksilver Sash as well. That is a good defensive item. There's the Jogshaw as well. That is a pretty damn good defensive item, if you ask me. So this Vayne looks kind of unkillable here.
Yeah, this Vayne definitely is very slippy now.
And don't forget, even though she has no range, she is super slippery. Going invisible, tumbling all around. It's so annoying to face off against a Vayne. Now meanwhile, Soap doing what the Rek'Sai does best in this series. Just pushing the bot lane out against Sion. We have 1 more minute until Nashor, so maybe that could be the turning point that we talked about, right?
Yeah, like Apex Human Predator needs this Baron if they want to find back into this game in my books, because like we haven't yet scaled to the end. Like we will get stronger and stronger still, and
okay, hold up, Glacial Fissure getting used there to disengage. Turtlaren a bit scared there. We do have the red buff on our side, so in theory we should just heal back up. Oh, we're looking for something. Don't forget, if Zenny sticks onto you for only like 2 seconds, you are probably super dead. Doesn't matter if you are tanky or not. Vayne, you know, is equal towards everybody. She kills you in like 7, 8 or 9 auto attacks regardless of your items. And that is something that we really like right now. I don't know if I like the Nashor being up, because it is a potential risk here. And we have to give respect out where respect is due. Human Apex Predator, they are slowly but surely playing it through mid lane as you want to. Ranger just jumping in there, staying alive for way too long. Getting knocked up too near by the ultimate here, the Tiefenladung. At the same time, we are jumping in there. Can we make it happen? We will get a kill. We will get the set in one. Zenny and Sinstinct with the damage. It is more than enough, flashing forward to get the kill as fast as possible. Fields of Verdum. All he can do now is run around as a glorified, zombified monster. Sinstinct teleporting forward even. And iCamper, this will be the first game. It will be a win for Pandaric. I hope you are as happy as I am, man.
I am very, very happy, and oh my, who was the MVP for you in the last fight? I need to ask this.
Oh, it has to be Ranger finding that engagement. Maybe you saw something that I didn't, but I love the confidence of him just jumping.
I mean, we are still in the game. We are still in the game. You could jump back 30 seconds and rewatch it and watch what Soap did.
Yeah, but yeah, no, I left it already. So you will tell me.
Okay, rip. So yeah, Xin Zhao opened, which was brilliant, absolutely. And Xayah was able to find a connection onto our team, where she found an angle where she could really freely hit, and Soap managed to completely space her out back into her own backline, where she couldn't do a shit, where she couldn't do a single thing, and he just killed her. Because if that Xayah is not forced out of that fight, I believe this fight could also go the other direction, actually.
I see. That makes a lot of sense. But
so this fight, absolutely, in my opinion, Soap.
Perfect. Yeah, why not, right? So I can show us the graph real quick. Man, I'm just having way too much stuff on stream right now, but you know, I'm gonna do it anyways. Yeah, we see a story with, honestly, with Xin Zhao dealing that much damage. You know, when I play jungle, I'm usually happy if I have a bit more than the top laner maybe. But in this game, Xin Zhao basically had the same damage as Orianna and Vayne. Like, obviously not the exact same, but it was in the same ballpark, right? And I think that also tells a story, right? Because in the chat we also saw a, where is it? Ranger is performing crazy in this game comment.
Yeah.
And I have to agree, man. I have to agree.
Absolutely. Absolutely. Ranger has been performing absolutely phenomenal. But in my books, so did anyone else. Like, every one of them, like, performed, like, their roles. Braum there with the clutch blocks of Seraphine ults at times, and of other engages, and Rek'Sai on the side lane holding the pressure, holding the Sion back, forcing him even off the lane at some points to join his own team, which gave him the lead on the side lane then. And yeah, like Orianna with the nice shockwaves in between, Vayne with her DPS, like everyone did their thing, and
yeah,
that's all you can wish for. That's all you can wish for.
Okay, now guys, we will head into a short break, and after the break we will find out, will the 1-1 curse still haunt us? I don't know. What do you say?
Hopefully not.
Hopefully not. Oh man. But yeah guys, heading into a small break. See you in about 5.
So it is a flex.
It's still a flex. So the Ornn by... Oh, I want to see Trundle or something into the Ornn now, man. I honestly, our top lane has had a little sad game against Xayah early, and then getting Dove and everything. So just give him Fiora, give him, I don't know, man. I mean, it could just be Rek'Sai top again, but I would be way more hyped if we just hard counter the Ornn. And yeah, in general.
Jinx?
Yeah, in general.
Jinx into LeBlanc. That's interesting.
Why?
I think Jinx to me is like, it feels very vulnerable to play against LeBlanc.
Doesn't it
at
matter
least.
on the
To me, at least.
team as well and everything?
Yeah, but
So-
LeBlanc, you know, mobility and things, and yeah.
Oh come
I
on, man.
think
Like, yeah, I would like to let you talk, but then the Alphamid Waffy gets picked, so the Ape King. You know, it's the basic meme. Hey, my Xin Zhao isn't available. Well, let's just pick generic bruiser number 7 then. Could be Vi, could be Jarvan, could be Xin, could be... yeah, could be Wukong in that case. He plays, like our jungler plays a sick Lee Sin and a sick Zed, and I would be hyped to see them. But yeah, here in that case, we still have the flexibility, right? It could be Wukong top, it could be Rek'Sai top. We won't know until we are in the loading screen, basically.
yeah.
Yo, how sick would it be if you could switch Smite mid-game? Now we're talking.
that would be insane.
You know, first you give, I don't know, you give Rek'Sai the Smite, and then Rek'Sai does early game clears and early game ganks. And then from level 6 on, you send Rek'Sai top and hand the Smite over to Wukong, you know? If we fully embrace this flex thing, might as well go for it, right? Riot, please please.
I was about to say, don't give Ryan weird ideas.
Oh my god. Or just rework spellbook so you can use it in a way like that or something. I don't know, but I think either...
that would be actually fine then.
I'm also the guy that says it would be interesting to have role-locked items. For example, so Kha'Zix cannot go Bruiser, or Vayne cannot go for a tank item. I think that would be quite interesting how the meta would warp, but at the same time, if everybody can just go everywhere and build everything, that would also be interesting, right?
Yeah, I'm all in for more flexibility on that part, so locked items not for me. Not for me.
Not for you. Okay, so Smite changeable in mid-game, that's for you. Hell yeah.
Maybe. I don't know, not sure. Not sure.
Guys, somebody has to take heal. I want to swap to it on level 6. Okay, I'm a pick heal Smite jungle and then we can swap. Okay, perfect. Those are the comms. But yeah, we went through the second ban phase. It looked a bit similar. Maokai was banned already in the second ban phase. Irel was banned as well. And now we will see the Braum again. It just feels a bit like I don't know, is Orianna Braum just blue side favored or something? What's happening here?
Wouldn't say that. But yeah, it's definitely a good answer. Yeah, locking the Jarvan here would also be a good thing. Ivern, okay, yeah, for the Jinx, but don't you kinda miss a little bit of engage now? Like, you can't really get far in, you don't have a delivery for the Orianna ball. That could potentially raise some issues, but yeah, we will see, I guess.
Does it matter? Like, I think I'm a huge fan of the blue side comp this time. I mean, okay, not huge fan, but I see the angle and I see how it's supposed to work. And I love the Bard as an answer as well, because with the Tempered Fate, you can just maybe hit 2, maybe 3, make them golden, and suddenly it's a short 2 versus 5. And yeah, Jinx without her team, she just doesn't work, right? Like, in a vacuum where everybody gets to do what they want to do and have perfect position, I think the blue side comp is really good. But on the actual rift, not on our run, but on the rift where you have to answer waves, you have to sometimes walk through a choke, you have to sometimes walk around, I don't know, possible tunnels where Rek'Sai could come from and stuff. I think then the red side comp is looking really good.
And we have a team that is really good at finding catches, I would say that.
Yes.
Wukong,
100%.
LeBlanc, Ashe, Bard with his gate, who can just access areas. Rek'Sai can do whatever he wants, whatever she wants. So, yeah, so... And yeah, on the opposing team, we are lacking mobility in that regard.
Yeah, we do not care about mobility on the blue side team here. We only care about stats. We care about shields. We care about, Ivern just calls in an extra stat checker, right? With Daisy and stuff like that. So, it will be interesting. I feel like as soon as we can close the gap and Rek'Sai and Wukong knock everybody up, and then Ashe, LeBlanc, do they have enough damage to get through the defenses, though? I'm wondering about that. I think in a world where everybody has the same items, the same level, it could be tough, right?
I think in the end of the day, this game will completely depend on execution. Like, can you find the Orianna? Can you find the Jinx? If not, if you cannot find the Jinx in the end, Human Apex Predator will have the upper edge. But if you can find the Jinx, if you can find the Orianna, then it will just be vice versa.
Exactly. I do say I think our draft is a bit harder to play in a sense that we have to do things. We have the tools to do things, but I can see a problem. I can see a world where maybe our first 2 attempts for a gank or for a roam get counterplayed. We don't get anything. And maybe then we are a bit demotivated to do it again. And I think this come from Pandaric. They have to find things non-stop. But basically in a 5v5, I think it could look really grim. If Ornn finds the knock-up, and then Orianna gets the, the good shockwave, and then Jinx basically hits everybody at the same time with a rocket launcher, like, oof, that could hurt a lot, but again, that means everything has to go just right for Apex Predator here, and that means everything has to go wrong for Pandaric at the same time. And I mean, I hope I don't burn my hand here, but after the first game, I cannot imagine that Pandaric will not go aggressive, and feel the motivation, feel the momentum with them.
The biggest variable I'm seeing here is that, the biggest variable in my mind is LeBlanc. Like, if she is able to get a lead, this game might turn into a roller coaster. If, however, she doesn't get a lead or even falls behind, then we might face issues.
100% agreeing with you here. There would have been a lot of options okay, there are a lot of options. What am I thinking of? Well, Zoe. But what else? But yeah. I'm wondering how the LeBlanc will be executed. It's not a mid laner that that every mid laner casually plays and enjoys. So, but I mean, if you pick it, that means you have to be comfortable on it. And guys, to me, this means we will jump into the loading screen. Any specific skins you see there that think are the main motivator to win this game?
I'm already in game, so I won't say a thing.
You won't say a thing. Well, I also did it. I gotta say, honestly. Okay, so hear me out. Ivern is an actual pay-to-win champion. Because if you play the normal skin, which Kaoruko is doing, every time you press E, he says, quote, "I have 2 thumps and a shield." And when he says that every time, I'm going batshit insane. I'm telling you. I'm losing my mind. And, you need a skin that says something else, or turn off voice or anything. But man, the default Ivern skin is literally unplayable with sound. So
I also have a skin that I absolutely dislike, which is Star Guardian Xayah, because she is talking non-fucking stop.
Hell yeah, man. About power of friendship and stuff?
I don't remember what exactly it all is, but it is a lot, and it is annoying.
Perfect. But yeah, the Ivern special, no Ivern invades. You can also see the wards in the jungle, so in theory we should have some intel, but it always depends on the pathing, right? But early game Ivern can be annoying, but it seems like Haruko is going for a more passive approach, a more chill approach.
Yeah, I think that they just don't want to take any risks. Like, if you get onto a ward, if your lane maybe is a little bit behind in terms of pushing, like, it can turn pretty ugly, and you don't want that to happen. You don't want to play for random things, you want to play for certainty, and invading with Ivern in a Primeleague game is, in my opinion, not the best you can do.
It is definitely the best you can do.
Having troubles.
Oh, if that E would have hit the chain, would have been beautiful. But yeah, so I mean, is he really in trouble? We have seen him die last game, early game, and it didn't really matter. Meanwhile, on bot lane, Karuko wants to say hello, will not really say hello. Third Laren looking for his LSD trip through the wall. We'll find it. Oh, flash forward, finding the first blood, let's go! There it is, LeBlanc blowing Sprinter a little bit into the face, and he just kills him like it's nothing. Or, you know, I also kind of want to say coughing into his face, but I felt like, Point is...
Beautiful kill.
Point is, I thought he was safe. He was not. He died. Like, it's nothing.
And And that is exactly what you want as a LeBlanc in this situation. You want to get the early lead, and you just got that, and now you just keep pressing onward.
Well, 2 books in my book at this point. Force Instinct here. And that, I mean, it shouldn't be the end of the world, right? You still have a shield as Sprinter, you still have some defensive tools, but this could just get out of hand. And yeah, like, what do you even do against this trading pattern from the LeBlanc? Well, you cannot do anything is the answer.
Yeah. And Ivern overstayed for a long time here on bot lane.
Oh, definitely. Oh yeah, Ranger is going for the counter jungle, and we could have a cruel visit there in the enemy jungle. Nope. I mean, he kinda knows LeBlanc has to be somewhere there, right?
Yeah, he knows. He doesn't even go topside. Yeah, like, he wasn't aware that he stood on a ward on bot side for that long. So yeah, like, Skal now, Wukong now getting here his advantage of it. Stun coming through onto Senny, but that doesn't matter. Trade is going brilliantly here for
Oh, hold up, the
Pandaric.
exhaust. They really want something in bot lane. They will focus bar. Turtlaren flashing out of there, trying to get away. Will he able to go? No, but they will get a 1-1 return. Anti-barrier important there. But meanwhile, in mid lane, the chain will connect. Can we find the kill? We have so much burst, and it will be enough. Feat of Warfare is claimed by the red team. And yes, sure, you got a kill onto Jinx, but at the same time, this is a 2-kill LeBlanc.
Yeah. Senny bleeding some farm here in this situation, but he still managed to get the return kill on bot lane, which was very important for him here. And at the same time, we get this LeBlanc further ahead, and that is exactly what we want to see on LeBlanc. We want to see her ahead, and it is exactly what's happening. And this will turn into a not-so-nice game for Orianna quite soon, I believe.
Again, if there is... Oh, hold up. Is this still a wet noodle fight, or could somebody die here in top lane? I mean, Fields of Verdun still has the Ornhorn ready. Now in mid lane, Turtlaren and Ranger saying hello, waving their arms. At the same time, Braum and Ivern are basically also saying hello. Waving back, and that means not too much happening. Now, in theory, we could try to get the dragon before the Grobby spawn. That would be an angle if you ask me. Beautiful plating taken on top as well. Yeah, Soap, he's recovering, man. Looking great. No, we're not looking for the dragon. Interesting.
Yeah, I think they don't want to do it right now because it loses them a lot of tempo.
I mean,
But as it seems, now it is time. Yeah, Wukong to start it.
yeah, maybe I'm overconfident in our lead, but I personally feel like we can just get everything right now. Now, of course, you have to play safe in mid lane, but you can just walk away with your teleport on your W. You can always go back, right? Like a set ultimate or something.
Yeah.
So, even though Ivern is there, you can still jump forward and trade if you feel like it. And that's just this toxic pattern from LeBlanc that just shows here. And that is crazy. So, and it gets even harder because Rek'Sai and Wukong, and I mean also all our carries, they got a little bit tankier. Oh, talking about tankiness, look at his Cyclone in mid lane. To get the knock-up could be a bit dangerous, but yeah, Karuko not really doing too much here, and also the super mega death rocket. Not enough to finish the kill there. So even though on paper it was perfectly counterplayed, I might think after all we still have the advantage on that play.
Yeah, it was a nice sniper Jinx though, right there. Like, oh, what the hit!
Oh my god, no way!
Oh my god!
No way, are you kidding me? Senny shows RuneScape Enjoyer how it's done, and he doesn't need to kill with his global. Nope. At the same time, Soap flashing forward. This is a disaster. Unless RuneScape Enjoyer can do something. But without your passive proc, without an objective, a turret or a kill, you're not that strong yet. You don't have a first item. The only person with a full item is Sinstinct. And man, he is hurting.
He is hurting a lot. He has such a big advantage. Or we can already see Orianna now opting here for the Rod of Ages build because she knows, like, I kinda need to survive to do something.
No way. Soap, this madman, he just goes for it. He tunnels into RuneScape Enjoyer's model there. Not quite enough, but man, they are feeling themselves.
LeBlanc now facing the Ornn on bot lane. Not quite the matchup she would like to enjoy, but she will manage. And I think they will be swapping lane assignments soon, and we will see LeBlanc heading back to mid lane.
Yeah, definitely. Man, we finally have a few minutes where nothing happens. Well, at least because we do flash away. So, Third Laren had to leave the flash there, but, you know, not too bad, because now LeBlanc, the main carry, the main threat right now, can go for those obnoxious trading patterns again. Meanwhile, Soap could be in trouble. He will be in trouble. Goodbye, Soap. Meanwhile, mid lane though, we see the clone running away to get some extra vision. Coming right back. But yeah, the Cyclone is ready again on Wukong. Braum also showing up in mid lane though. Oh, look at the penguins though. Look at the penguins. That's cute.
I know what's not cute, and that's the LeBlanc damage.
I mean, it's really good for us. Oh, Soap, he's out for revenge. He wants revenge. Will he find revenge? Still has the ultimate. Will use it. Will not quite finish yet. But at the same time, yes, the Void Seeker. Finding the kill. Seeking it and finding it at the same time. Beautiful stuff there. And that is the Black Cleaver at work, shredding through Ornn's armor.
Absolutely. And we should also see the first tower falling soon, I would assume. Not quite yet. Top lane tower still has a little bit of health.
No, we got this. We got this.
We got this.
We got this. Let's go. First turret destroyed. Sprinter's health bar destroyed. Third Laren saying hello as well. Oh no, it is going to be a whiff on the shockwave. And of course, if you are Sprinter, that's so much pressure, and you're probably getting a bit nervous at this point.
The game has quieted down a little bit right now. Not as explosive anymore.
Well, that is in the interest of the blue side, Apex Predator here, but at the same time, yeah, if it's not exploding left and right, that means we can just take the dragon. Or at the same time, yeah, Kaoruko would maybe like to say hello, but there is Instinct right up to cover it. And he will not just let him go towards the dragon, he will not even let him go towards his camp or, you know, to get any vision. Meanwhile, on top lane, Soap is feeling himself, having a full item against Fields of Verdom without a full item, and he just teleports away. There was no other way of getting out of that sticky situation. Oh man.
And that hurts a little bit. You want to have this teleport ready to possibly join your team in the moment of need. And for the next dragon, yeah, you might have it back on time, but yeah, not exactly on time, and it could feel quite awkward to then meet the side lane pressure while not having it up to prepare.
So, just to get this straight, this is what Rek'Sai looks like if he doesn't fall behind. Winning the 1v1, helping out with the roams, and right now the card house is just dropping in itself everywhere. Blue side is losing out on. Not even Daisy can stabilize this right now. And yeah, even though Instinct is low, it was enough to grab the kill in bot lane. It was enough to get the kill. And now even in mid lane, the poor Ivern, his nature's best friend, has to flash away to not die to Soap. Like, this guy is just a beast if he doesn't get hard camped by 3 people. What?
It's completely insane.
Hold
Senny
up, though.
might be in trouble.
Sprinter looking for something here. He does have the ult up. He will use the ult. There's the heal, though, but the Super Mega Dive Record will get the kill. Sprinter giving the first damage, and then RuneScape Enjoyer will find the finish with his ult. Now, meanwhile, in the mid lane, Soap just feeling himself, not really giving any flying worry. Even though he's up against 3 enemies. Yeah, no. I think he might have overstayed a little bit, but I'm not too sure. Nope, it is going to be the shutdown. But on to Ivern, so could be worse.
Yeah, that's very important that that goes to Ivern, because Jinx just got shut down already from Ashe. And yeah, she might be... She also is rather close to finishing her call. And yeah, she will get a nice boost in gold pretty soon.
But is it not too late, iCamper? I don't know, man. This game feels so out of hand. You have a 1000 gold lead on Instinct, on the LeBlanc, while, yeah, Sprinter is sadly literally sprinting it at this point. Going for the Rod of Ages, I don't like that, honestly. I think you need more bursts in a situation like that, but that's just my personal opinion. Oh. Hold up. Toruko literally exploding to LeBlanc, and we will not stop there. We will not stop at all. 3 kills, and maybe Ranger will die to the ref of the turret, but Sprinter will be hunted down in his own jungle. Can maybe get away with the power of the Shockwave, but Turtle Laren, he is not done quite yet. He has some enhanced auto attacks, and he will use them, just as he will use the portal to just easily chase. It's crazy.
Yeah, the draft is played out very, very well here. Very, very well. And if it is played like this, what can you do?
Well, kinda nothing at this point. I think it's a losing game, and I think Instinct needs to play some mistakes at this point. If the entire team of Pandaric can just keep it up, man, they are on a roll right now. They really don't want to go back to the 1-1 meme at this point. The RuneScape Enjoyer, well, he's not enjoying this. With the exhaust, maybe they can find something. The rocket will go wide. Now Ranger jumping in there. He doesn't have the Cyclone ready, but doesn't matter. He gets a kill anyways. Now we have some objectives up. Herald is up, and Dragon will be up in 40. And it is a good Dragon if you are dominating.
It is a very good one indeed. Cloud Soul is my favorite soul. My favorite soul in Dragon in general as the first Dragon is the Ocean Soul. But as a soul, it is definitely the Cloud Soul. Giving the 15% flat movement speed for all duration is absolutely insane.
I heard it even has highest win rate as of right now, so I wouldn't be surprised.
It has been like...
Yeah.
It has been like this for a very long time. Like 15% movement speed. It used to be 20 even, by the way. And like 15% is just too much.
Remember when Irelia got 5 movement speed removed and everybody was like lol?
Yeah.
Remember when Sprinter could still just be in the lane and not get bullied by Instinct? Well, thanks to Kauruko, it looks like this doesn't happen. But you need to have your support, or supports, you know, because of Rom and Ivern, around you anytime you want to farm the side lane, and that's just so annoying.
Almost the Ash arrow hitting again. That was a close one.
Oh, no.
Thanks.
Super Mega Dive Rocket.
Thanks, Rocket. Not hitting this time around.
Soap in top lane, getting brittle, but will not get procced. So hold up. RuneScape Enjoyer, he wants to get back into the game. Got the tunnel, is ready once more. And Soap is looking so solid on this pick, applying pressure on the top lane if needed. And even escaping, that's an important one. You know, we are not giving away any kills right now. It would be a disaster if RuneScape Enjoyer got a kill here, got a kill there, but nope, he's still on a 2-2-1 scoreline.
Yeah. Jinx looking to finish her Infinity Edge rather soon. She has all the components. But not quite there yet. But that also means let's just check the gold values. And Jinx only is around 800 gold behind Ashe. Call there coming in clutch in combination with the shutdown she's gotten from Ashe previously.
Yeah, that's a... You know, it's a deficit, but well, now it's 1k, but it could be worse at this point, right? I mean, it's a... Yeah, what is it? Basically 5,000 gold deficit in total. It could be worse. Let's just put it like that.
Yeah. Atakan is in work currently.
Yeah, no contest there. Will just be taken. And of course, that is a good boost. Oh my god, the damage! Now with the Tempered Fate, we will see so much. Hitting the arrow onto Orianna is huge, and the Wombo combo is going through there. Instinct is dropping low, but it doesn't matter if he dies. He will not even die! Fields of Verdun, he is again the tank in this game, but he will not be tanky enough if he is the last survivor. Instinct just styling on them. And this is a full ace minus hier gefallen, the Braum, and man, he's not doing anything. Meanwhile, we can switch to top lane real quick, because it's a Herald doing a lot of work as well.
Yep, absolutely. Herald also putting in his work, dashing onto the next turret as well, and we might even get the second base tower on top side here.
Yeah, Ranger and Soap. They did it.
And it is the case. Yeah, this game now looks tough, to say the least.
Yeah, and knowing you are down 0-1, knowing you are in this tough spot. I mean, obviously the players cannot see the exact numbers, but we can. They are 10k behind, but if you look at the scoreline, if you look at the fact that not a single turret from Pandaric has fallen yet, by the way. That's absolutely crazy, and... Yeah. Oh, that's so dominant.
They've gotten every single objective. They've gotten, yeah, everything. And yeah, that's tough.
Oh, that's tough indeed. Well, at least we will be on the 10th stack of the Rod of Ages soon, so Sprinter can back level-wise a little bit at least. Ranger also jumping in, and hey, you have no shot of surviving against two fat members here. And the onslaught will just continue. Two people going golden here. Maybe RuneScape Enjoyer can find a passive proc. That would be the only hope. Soap looking to survive this situation. Sani also in a bit of trouble, but nobody will die, and that means RuneScape Enjoyer getting no procs. We have to keep in mind Jinx can be super explosive if you are behind. It is still a masterwork Infinity Edge in the inventory, so you cannot die and give the proc away. Here Gefallen though, dropping also super low. RuneScape Enjoyer trying to get out of that. Ranger getting the kill onto the Ivern. We get the kill onto the Braum, and now RuneScape Enjoyer the last one to fall off the carries. Sprinter not even in the fight. This is a shutdown onto Instinct, sure, but it is also only Sprinter left to defend the base against 4 members of Pandaric. Good shockwave, but not good enough because he does not have any damage in his inventory. Ranger jumping on him. The Crystal Arrow hitting. This is the ace, and I am wondering, is this the game as well? 1 minion.
It should be.
Is all we need. Now here Gefallen and Kauruku. They will scare us away for now, at least. Oh, the Super Mega Life Rocket getting a kill, and now Jinx could go crazy. Soap, Ranger, they want to get out of there. And they should be elusive enough to do just so.
Yeah. And the dragon is on the spawn. LeBlanc is on her way back. Can Human Apex now look for maybe a small dragon comeback? Rek'Sai TP coming in here. LeBlanc is there as well. This is a tough situation. Ashe now on her way back as well. Oh, it's still 8 seconds on the fly. But yeah, someone has to defend base. Like, the Nexus is open here.
Yeah, Sprinter is trying exactly that now. Meanwhile, the fight is looking to explode once more. Sprinter teleporting forward, but that just means the base could go down. Meanwhile, we do see the shutdown onto RuneScape and
We see
Joyer.
Bard teleporting into the base!
Oh, what are you doing? Oh no! If they cannot go back to base, they have to somehow run. The minions will get ulted by the Tempered Fate. This is not the finish that I expected, but hey, it will maybe be the finish that we will get. The super minions putting in the work. Instinct trying to find another kill will do so. Now this has been a scrappy last minute, and we will not find the finish here. Third Laren, the teleport looked really good. The spellbook putting in the work, but will not be enough. Instinct, he can find the kill. That is great. He will get knocked up though, and he will probably die to the Bellows Breath from Fields of Verdun.
And what are we looking at now? We are looking
at
at
Bard
Bard going down the
mid
mid lane
lane
once more.
Oh, come on. He could maybe get smite with the spellbook. Don't forget that. Wukong also almost here, but will be a little bit too late. It will not be soul for us. And maybe for the first time in this entire series, we have to... We have to hold our horses. We have to chill and breathe for a single second. And, you know, that was a metaphor, maybe for 2 minutes or something. And give this game a proper finish.
Yeah, we are now looking for the Baron.
We are. And we will find it. No contest at all. Because, well, you are busy defending your base. You cannot contest the Baron. And now we have another Baron buff in this series. At 26 minutes. So that's the perfect timing to push down the lanes. Ranger took a backport, so maybe that will limit our tempo a little bit, but he will be here for the next mid lane wave, and that's when we can apply pressure once more.
I would like to point something out. Bard has built Serpent's Fang.
Yes.
What the fuck?
For some reason, that is something that I have seen as of lately. I mean,
I've never.
Do you really? I've seen Deadmans into Serpents. I guess it makes sense. On Bard you build for the effects anyways, right? You don't care about stats at all, because you're a weird cosmic being, and hey, you can cut down the shields from Ivern and from Orianna, so I guess why not, right?
Yeah. Well, base towers are back. Or Nexus towers are back. The middle inhibitor is also back soon. And now we are in this weird spot currently. Like, we want to do something, we need to find something, but yeah, the enemies now have what they need to stay defensive.
Okay, on bot lane,
This looks rather forced.
Coming. We needed this flash to not lose third Laren. Oh, but Rek'Sai can try to go for the kill, actually. Ranger jumping forward, jumping back out. Meanwhile, we need somebody on Human Apex Predator side to defend this base. Pandaric is applying pressure in the top lane. Soap on this Rek'Sai, just looking so good. Using the tunnels to get out of there. And now suddenly bot lane is getting pressured, mid lane is getting pressured, and Soap is just doing the same over and over again. Third Laren a bit low, Ranger also dropping kinda low. But we have to answer Soap. We have to answer everything everywhere. At the same time, Fields of Verdun doing really good to space the enemies away. And yet, top lane inhib has fallen, the super minions are on their way. And the Nash, well, it is running out, but it also will respawn in a few minutes. And the Dragon Soul is also something in 2 minutes that we have to worry about.
Yeah, Human Apex is getting their footing a little bit back, as we can see, I think. They are now able to hold it a little bit better.
Yes.
We cannot find the decisive picks anymore. And yeah, they are getting funneled gold into themselves with the top lane. And we had the mid lane open for a while with the inhibitor. Jinx is on her 3rd item. She is looking for a 4th item, maybe even getting it now. Not quite yet. But yeah, she is on her way, and if that Jinx hits her 4th item, she is even ahead of Ashe right now.
Well, I doubt we will hit that stage in the game. I doubt it on a neutral part of the game, but I also doubt it in a Pandaric favored part of observation. Man, look at Soap's damage though! Fields of Verdun.
It's crazy.
He cannot defend against his Rek'Sai right now. And yeah, the super minions, of course, they also funnel a bit of gold into Human Apex Predator. But I don't even know. The waves are not really properly synced up. Wait, are we looking for this? Flash from Kauruko to get away there. RuneScape Enjoy, the main target, is right there. And the Glacial Fish are not really doing anything. Meanwhile, the bottom inhib is getting numbed away.
This should be the nail in the coffin, I think.
Yeah,
having
definitely.
3 inhibs is too much.
Instinct. Yeah, that was the 3rd inhib. Man, they are trying. And of course, with Jinx and Ivern, you have decent wave clear. Also, Orianna, it's decent, right? But now the Dragon Soul will go into the hands of Pandaric. And they just have full map control. And again, I have mentioned it once, but it's still what is on the map currently. All the towers from Pandaric are still up, so we never got the chance for Human Apex Predator to get out of their base and finish an enemy turret.
Yeah, Jinx is now on 4 items. That is a thing. We need to keep that in mind, because if she's able to hit freely, then it can get ugly really, really quickly. But so far, we were able to shut her down very good. But yeah, we need to keep it in mind.
We definitely do. At the same time, though, look at the minions. Like, yeah,
Yeah, look.
Do we just go for Nash? Is that the angle?
I think it is, but yeah, it is a long time still. Like 20 seconds don't sound like much, but top lane inhibitor will be respawning soon as well. Or can we look for an engage right here and end it maybe on the spot?
Oh,
we are definitely trying, but it doesn't look like it.
Oh, third
Jinx
Laren.
No! Damage.
That damage. Too good. Ranger has to flash out. Instinct. He has to find the engage and poke first before we can go for an engage like that, I think. Because we do not have a traditional mid laner, so that's the thing. Instinct has to worry a little bit there. I know you're fast because of the soul, but still taking a lot of chip damage. But yes, Instinct, he's in the vision. No, Rek'Sai cannot finish.
But yeah.
Dang it! We are looking for it, but we cannot find it. And as you said, the top lane inhib will respawn right now. So those are the last 2 groups of super minions that we will see on the screen right now. Okay, no, one is still in the bottom wave. Okay, maybe this is the mid lane engage that we've been waiting for. Exhaust is getting used here. Ranger jumping into the backline, wants to get the kill. Redemption will heal a little bit.
Jinx
and
now.
Oh no, that is a killing spree that Jinx could go on. That we do not want to see. Can we backdoor it? Maybe.
Now.
We still have the minions. I think Soap could try. Maybe teleport into top lane. Maybe just do something. Ranger's just walking towards the mid lane. He wants to finish this. Minions have destroyed the inhibitor once more. Ranger dropping super low. Meanwhile, on the Nash, there is also a squad of blue members Soap trying to somehow finish this game. He will not be able to. And I don't know why only RuneScape Enjoyer is left at the mid lane, but that is where he currently is. And the minions, they are pushing in. What a scrappy game, but what a banger for entertainment.
And the gold gap is closing and closing and closing. They have so much gold coming in, and Pandaric can't really farm because all the super minions are taking the farm away.
Yes, that is the big problem with super minions. I mean, a bit earlier I mentioned it. I like that they only got the turrets and not the inhib, because super early inhib is basically just taking gold away from you and funneling it into the opposing team. But man, we have free teleports, by the way. And we can even use it on tunnels from Rek'Sai, don't forget that.
Yeah. Inhibs respawning soon. We kinda need to find the Nash angle now, because otherwise it will be hard, it will be tough. Can we find an engage here onto the arena? That will be huge!
Yeah, we will find the catch, but it is only 2 members from us in the bot side. The Super Mega Death Rocket will delay ton of damage there, and Instinct. Can he get away? No! Are you kidding me? He can get away, and now
he tricked them good.
Oh. Man, playing against this team has to feel so annoying with the Wukong, with the clones, with LeBlanc, with the clone, with Rek'Sai, with the tunnels. Dang it, man. So annoying, but you have to respect the work that we put into it. Now the mid lane inhib is down again once more. Jinx is going golden from the Tempered Fate. Can we find it right here, right now? The arrow will connect. We were jumping in. The inhib is... Wait, no, the turret is respawning. Hold up a second. What timing? That was so unlucky. What? Okay, that's just mean.
Oh my god, oh my god. This is...
Oh, got the kill. They have no vision though. They have no vision. Yeah, Brahm's super tanky though. Yeah, way too tanky, sadly.
Elder Dragon coming up in 50 seconds.
I remember when I thought the soul wouldn't really happen in this game, and that was like 10 minutes ago, and here we are.
Oh my god, these respawning base towers, these respawning Nexus towers. Instinct might be in trouble here. Can he get away?
He should be. Come on, you can get away, no problem. Good sidestep on the Super Mega Dive Rocket there. An important sidestep to make it out 100%. Now 10 seconds for Elder Dragon, and it could be a curse or it could be a blessing. If we get it, it's great to finish out the game. Maybe, finally. And I think we should be able to get it, right?
Yeah, we should be. We should be. But they are, well, they have gotten strong. We have to keep that in mind. But it is already slain. It is already over. It has been done. And yeah, now we are looking at Elder Dragon advantage. Can we now find the end?
Come on, man. Has to be possible. I mean, Instinct just got so much more dangerous at this point. And we have Nash, we have Elder. We are pushing in all lanes except for top lane right now. We could in theory wait for that.
And we still have Baron buff, and we still have Baron buff as well, by the
way. Yeah. Okay. Not hitting the Tempered Fate, but I don't think it matters too much. We just have to keep on poking. The minions also doing a lot of work there. Finding constant damage. Now the Nasher buff has timed out. But yeah, maybe we have to use top lane as well, I'm not sure. Because there's still 2 super minions now in the top lane.
Yeah.
Even though the inhib will respawn soon. And Jinx just has so much wave clear. And also so much on-hit damage thanks to Ivern's items as well. Oh, hold up, inhibitor respawning. Hold your breath, everybody. It could be the final moment any second. Sprinter could look for a shockwave. Sinstinct could look to find a kill or something. Third Laren could look for another Tempered Fate in just a few seconds. Maybe the Arrow, maybe the Cyclone, maybe Braum, or even Ornn finding the engage if there's just one little micro misstep. Okay, using that for poke. Zenny dropping kinda low. Red buff timing out right now, and that means we have to leave. What a game.
Yeah, what a game, indeed.
Yeah, Olis might be onto something in the chat. I mean, so far 1-1 is a stalemate. What if we go 1.5 to 0.5? What if at 55 minutes a game is just considered a draw?
Yeah, that will be funny.
What if both Nexuses? What if both Nexi, let's go with Nexi, just, you know, started walking towards each other and then fistfight each other in the mid lane, you know? I heard there was once a game mode where that happened.
Yeah, there was.
Yeah, man. I loved Nexus splits, but hey. We still have a bit to go to hit the 1 hour mark, and I don't know if the game will take that long, but if it just keeps on going the way it is right now, it could go on for that long. Okay. I mean, basically almost everybody is on 5 items right now. Almost everybody is full build. Jinx, for example, is basically full build at this point. House Instinct, wait, we're looking for something. Call of the Forge God, and now the Tempered Fate as well to try to not let him ult again, but didn't really work. Anyways, didn't really hit anything. Mid lane inhib will get smashed by the clone, by the way. So Wukong doing a lot of work as well. And now Fields of Verdun sticking with the team while Soap is in bot lane, getting fended off by Sprinter. So, and I mean, that's what we have to do, right? We have to split the opposing team here. We have to split a human Apex Predator.
Yeah, and it is hard to do in their base where they can all stand on top of each other, and they are now looking to catch Soap. Can they catch him is the question, but no, he can get out safely. All 5 bot lane, and that means there is a Nashor up for taking. The next one indeed. The question is how many more Nashors will we see in this game?
I mean, Elder Dragon is still powered up if you got the first one, right? So, in theory, I hope that's still how it works, but I haven't ever read a patch that it's not like that anymore. So in theory, if we get another Elder Dragon in 90 seconds, we have an even stronger version, plus still 1 or 2 minutes left on the Nashor, and that has to be enough somehow, right?
Somehow it has. I have never heard of it that Elder Dragon gets stronger if you get a second one. What about it does get
help
stronger?
us out. Wait, you googled it?
I can Google it.
Oh well. I think maybe that's not how it is right now, but anyways, it should be a good power up.
Well, we might find out in 30 seconds.
So if we win the game, it gets stronger, and if we lose, it gets weaker, right? Or doesn't get stronger. Yeah, we should just get this with the help of Nashor, botlane inhib. Come on, yeah, jumping in, 1 auto. Oh, we didn't get it.
Not quite enough.
Yeah, now we will get it though. Believe. Imagine if they had a Jenna that could shield turrets and stuff like that. Oh, Instinct, he really wants to go for it and he didn't get it, using Flash to get out. Dragon has spawned though. Meanwhile, in top lane we see So pressuring as well with the Nashor buff. And yeah, they haven't, like, Human Apex Predator, they haven't seen all 5 members in a while, so of course you can assume that they are split for the dragon, but now we will be teaming back up. And that means, is it finally going to be the end? We will find out at this very moment. Minions are getting cleared. Jinx positioning is so important right now. Daisy getting called in as well. First turret could go down, will go down. Only one blue turret on the map currently. That one also has to fall thanks to the Nasher minions in just a second. Will cease to exist for now. Instinct, oh, he will survive somehow! He doesn't have his teleport ready though. So I don't even know if you want to reset at this point. It is a 4 versus 5 here. Ranger, he's looking for the engage here. He has to look for it. He will get the knock up. He will get so much pressure, so much damage. And the entire team can follow up. The shockwave is huge though. Can it be enough? No, it will probably not be enough. Fields of Verdun will die. Sprint on the last survivor. Finally, after a 45-minute nail biter, we can confidently say that the game will end, and it will end in a Pandaric win. Jesus effing Christ. Finally, that game is over.
What a roller coaster. 45 minutes, and we were at their base for like, what, 15 to 20 minutes? It was absolutely insane. What a beginning of the split.
But it has been a win. It has been a 2-0
It has been a
win even. Whew.
Oh my god. It's been such a close one.
I completely agree with all this, by the way. I may ask if we can get a third map. It was kind of boring, you know? It was kind of... Oh my lord. Yeah, I wanna... Wait. Can I...
The first game took how long? Like 25 to 30? This one took 45. What are we looking for the next game? 65?
Maybe. We will have an interview guest, by the way, in the form of Instinct. Ooh. And we can go into the Primeleague Discord, right?
Yeah, we can just go there. Where do we want to head? Into the streaming section, I would assume.
Perfect.
And you said Instinct wanted to come to us.
Exactly.
Then we will move him.
Exactly.
Hello, hello.
Hello, Mr. Instinct. How is it going?
I don't know. I can't breathe, bro. Help.
Why am I not surprised? Well, I'm not surprised, but I am definitely entertained. Okay, let's go back to the first game, you know, for a little bit.
The good times, yeah.
Yeah, the good times. So, I gotta say, I felt like once you got ahead a little bit in the early game, I felt like you had this in the bag. So, were you confident as well throughout the middle part of the game that you basically just have to play it safely and you will win it?
Yeah, I mean, the bridge into the mid game was very weird because obviously our opponents were doing quite a lot of like lane swapping and very odd strategies that we needed to take most of the early game to figure out.
Yes.
But essentially, once we've gotten it down and realized what we need to do in order to counterattack, it seemed to click it right in place and not be much of an issue for the rest of game one, honestly.
Exactly.
So it was an act of thinking for the first 10 minutes of the game and just seeing what do we do.
Exactly. But are you happy with how the first game turned out, or would you say if you could play the game again, you would have a way better time?
I mean, I think in terms of the way that we adapted to their swapping strategy, it was done quite well. I think obviously, in retrospect, every single game we will ever play is going to look like improvable, better. We're going to see more angles from bird's eye view. And hopefully every time we play, we're going to play better too.
Exactly. Okay, now the fairy tale is done for now. The second game. Whew. Okay, first of all, maybe through the draft, you had two special picks with LeBlanc and Bard. You know, those aren't the standard normal picks that you expect to see. So why did you pick them?
I mean, Bard is quite a lot easier to explain. We want our support to be able to... He's the kind of player where we want him to have a tool of initiation for the team fight, for the game in general. And I think Bard is one of those that people don't consider to be within that category. They have 2 immobile carries. Bard ult is a very, very dangerous thing, especially with how behind Ivern fell in the early game.
Yeah.
Ended up being like a very, very valuable tool and facilitated most of our initiations and picks until the incident. So, yeah, as for LeBlanc, my intention since before the entire series even started was to play Orianna B1 in game 1, and for them to hopefully either ban it or pick it themselves so I can play LeBlanc.
Okay.
It wasn't inherently planned strategy in this regard. So it turned out just the way that I wanted it. Especially in lane, because Orianna could, turns out, not play the game in the first, well, forever of the game.
Yep. Now, still looking at the draft, when you were done with the draft and you saw this Ivern, Braum, Orange shell, you know, I call it shell because they're there for the tankiness, for the shields, for the peel and all that stuff, and then you saw the Jinx Orianna. Were you worried as a team, or were you thinking, easy clap, we're, you know...
I mean, it is kind of what you could tell until we had that, well, jumble of a mess that happened later down the road. It is inherently the perfect kind of draft for us to play in, because their mid lane just doesn't exist with Bard, Rek'Sai, LeBlanc. The Orianna is just unable to play. Like, you can put whoever you want onto that Orianna, it's gonna be a really hard time. And it is, from what we've gathered, their best player in terms of like raw mechanical output, raw LP numbers, and everything else. So it made quite a lot of logical sense for us to target that specifically. And the comp does allow, like, Braum is anchored to bot lane in comparison to Bard. So we have a lot more map movement, we have a lot more freedom to exert pressure wherever we want. And we've done quite a good job of that until, well, one fight went wrong.
Yeah.
Or one extend did not end up ending it. And then it was all a patience game for 16 minutes of not cracking, not going too far, not diving the Jinx. It was something that was like explicitly stated in call like at least 100 times during the...
Yeah.
And then we came up with the idea after we saw that with the Elder or Baron alone we can't do it. We just said we have to stall both and just go for both and then have a snap engage.
Yeah.
That's the only way to puncture into them. Yeah.
That did it in the end. So yeah, congrats for the 2-0 again.
Thank you.
I gotta ask you, if you could choose your world skin for yourself right now, what champion would you pick and what would the theme be?
Intriguing. I would definitely pick Ahri, I think.
Ahri.
Ahri's always been the Apex champ in my roster, the one that I could pull out in when everything else is doomed, so to speak, and always feel like I can perform on it. The other close one would be Orianna.
I see.
Definitely. In terms of a thematic, I haven't really thought of it that deep. Inherently, I think it would like probably just reflect the org that I'm in, you know.
Well, it can't be cool Ori at this point, you know. That's already.
But having been a designer, I'm gonna answer that question a better way. I would make a fucking theme that syncs up with the rest of my team's choices in a clean way. I think that would be the best idea.
That is a good idea indeed. Now, to go a bit further, if you could go on a date of a champion that you play a lot, where would you go and what champion would you choose?
Shit. I think I've touched too much grass for this question, wait. I have no idea, honestly. Okay, I am blanking out here.
You're blanking out here, perfect.
Yeah, honestly, I'm blanking out.
You're blanking out. Perfect, you know. Some questions can be answered later, you know. Maybe on a Twitter post or something.
Yeah, or maybe when we're alone, you know.
Perfect. But yeah, for now, yeah, well, thank you so much for the interview. Anything else that maybe my amazing guest caster wants to ask or that you want to add, Sinstinct?
I think I think I don't have to add much. You've both had a very good and fulfilling conversation to listen to. And I'm just happy we turned this today into a 2-0 and broke our curse of going 1-1. And I loved seeing you play today, guys. And I think you played it very controlled over both games, and we've seen many amazing things. And I just can look forward to see many more great games. And hopefully,
fair.
For a long
you
time.
could also supply me with blood thinners for these kinds of games, because I'm gonna get a heart attack on it otherwise. But maybe look into that.
So basically, if you have to go to the emergency, is it covered by the org, or how does that work?
That is the question, right? I think I'm gonna have to review the contract. Nonetheless, it was a blast to play it out. I always feel 16 whenever I fucking play League of Legends in competitive. It's a great feeling.